at a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to. Hard as a crouton, receipts in my pocket, don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any. I just had to let you know.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
16 yards, a first down. First 9 seasons in the league for Brown were, of course, in Pittsburgh. Last year, though, growing concerns of his dissatisfaction in his role with the Steelers and the quibbles with Ben Roethlisberger. So he ends up being traded to the Raiders in March. 7-time Pro Bowler, 6 straight years of at least 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. Not a bad stretch. What a talent for Derek Carr to have on his side.
At the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Carr. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check 13. Check 13. Hey, 24. Hey, 20. 23. Let's go, D. Let's go. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
On 1st and 10, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He's set. 19. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Check 24. 24.
On 1st down, Watson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
12 more yards there and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Grant. hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Set. 19. 54.
This is Grant. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Corey Grant with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. This game, this matchup means a little more to the Carr family. Derek Carr's brother David, of course, the first overall pick in 2002 by these Houston Texans. Spent 5 years as the Texans starter, and then he would eventually spend 6 more years as a backup in the league in various spots before calling it a career. 12 yards there and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 26. Check 3. Mark 55. Mark 55. Let's go, let's go.
Here's Watson. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again is Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
You can't block me. You can't. Alert.
Back to throw, Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Daniels. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, so the Texans dial up the number of their second-year punter, Trevor Daniel. Back deep, Antonio Brown. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. It's a screen to Richard. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
50, Mike, 50.
From the end zone, Watson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darian Conley, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 180. Check.
To throw, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Throwing now is Carr. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go into half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, Grant. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Oh, able to avoid him. Fights loose. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
On 2nd and 10, Carr, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, Alpha.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And some space here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now again, right side. It's Grant. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Benson Mayowa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 3rd and long. It's Watson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? On 1st down, Richard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tackle that time by William Hayes. From the 36, Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this route.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll run on first down. Grant, and to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go back to Grant. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Grant. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. On first down, it's Grant. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check. Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? Use the mic.
They'll run. Hyde. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Carlos Hyde. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Well, now this pass brought in by Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. Richard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw his car. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First target, first catch, and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, they will run with Grant. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 44, Watson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before this series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On first down, it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hopkins. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, They have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. They'll hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On second down now, it's Grant. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Corey Grant with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Richard on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Carr. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On second down, Richard. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Carr gives to Richard, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. On first down, Grant, and that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. Grant. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. It's Grant. And he loses the football a second time.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd down now, it's Grant. Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you